My time in Armenia gave me an opportunity to find a sense of objective beauty in Armenian culture, right? Like, up until that point, what Armenia was, what Armenian culture is, how to interact with it, was all things that were like told to me or taught to me, you know? It's like, this is it. This is Armenian culture. You can celebrate it in these ways, you know?
These dates.
Yeah, like at a protest or at like, you know, and it's like, okay, sure, you know? And then when I was living in Armenia, I got to be Armenian when I went grocery shopping. I got to be Armenian when I was walking to work, you know? I got to feel what that felt like for the first time in my life, for the first time in generations of my family's history. Nobody's had that opportunity really, you know? It's for like an extended period of time to go live, work, integrate, you know? But once I felt that, I was able to take that feeling with me. And like, now when I go grocery shopping here, I still do that as an Armenian, you know, because it's just part of who I am. You know?
How's everybody doing? Today I'm coming to you from Kensington Market in Toronto, which is a bohemian neighborhood, let's call it. It has a lot of indie shops, vintage markets, and lots of artists. There's street music, street performers. It's one of the most, if I can pull off this word, hipster neighborhoods in Toronto. And the reason why we're here today is we're going to walk around a little bit, but then also at 21 Kensington Avenue, there is Oud and The Fuzz, which is one of my favorite restaurants and bars owned by, you guessed it, Armenians. So we're gonna go there, we're gonna check out their food, their drinks, their atmosphere. There's also live music, so stay tuned. And also, while we're on the topic of staying tuned, please subscribe. I saw that 70% of you guys are not subscribed, and I got sad. So please subscribe and like this video. Okay, let's walk around. you're gonna notice that I'm wearing a sweater with their logo. I don't know how to get this thing back up. We're here. Okay, let's go in and check out what's going on inside. This is Shaunt. We're gonna get to know him really well today.
Come on in.
Am I the first one in? Is the place not even open yet?
Yeah, we're just getting there.
Okay, so we're here with Shaunt, who is the founder, the owner, the operator, the co with your brother.
Yes.
I said that in the Antikka video. I was like, it's owned by two of the coolest Armenian brothers, and I'm like, I don't know if like one, but I know you guys like co-run both of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so how do I even know you is a story in itself. Do you want to tell
absolutely.
That one?
We met, I think, was it Birthright?
It was like a reunion or an event that was happening in Toronto.
Yeah. And it was, I think, like one of the first days that like COVID started getting serious, things started getting canceled. Like, I wasn't even sure I was gonna go that night.
Yeah. I think it was the last social event.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone was eating from the same plates.
Yeah. Now looking back, like how awkward is that?
Yeah. And yeah, we met there, and I think we like knew a lot of the same people in Armenia. I think you just finished Birthright.
Yeah, I literally just arrived back from Armenia.
Right. Yeah. And you told me about Dadig, and like something you were like kind of starting up at that point. And yeah, I told you about this venture, which was supposed to open, I think, like maybe a week or two after that, something like that. And and then COVID hit, the lockdown came, and we had no idea what was going to happen with this place at that point. But we lucked out in June when patios were allowed to open. Mm-hmm. We luckily have like a lot of outdoor space, so we were able to like launch our business in the middle of COVID, which was tough, and then entered another lockdown and had to deal with that and find ways to just, keep the momentum going, keep things moving forward. And luckily things seem to be settled down now.
More stable.
Yeah. So the name, the Oud and The Fuzz, is the name of a song. It was released in 1969 by John Berberian. Mm-hmm. He's an Armenian oud player who was born in New York City. So, one of the earlier families to come to North America, for an Armenian to have been born in New York City at that time was a rare thing, but he had a very unique experience of having his father's influence, who was a musician, him growing up as a musician himself, but also like in New York City, So there was a lot to take in, a lot of influences that he was one of the first Armenians to have had, which resulted in something very unique. He released an album called John Berberian and the Mid-East Rock Ensemble, which is a culmination, a result of an Armenian first-generation musician, growing up in New York City, and it created something really beautiful. Like you had two different cultures, two different genres, like jazz and Armenian music coming together, and not just coming together, but creating something new, unique, and truly beautiful, So I came across this music about 2 years ago, and when I heard it, it made like me feel a sense of normalcy for being a first-generation Armenian, growing up in a big city, involved with the music scene, and feeling drawn to both like Armenian music and jazz music, It's like, oh, there's another human that feels that way. That's cool, And I guess I wanted to find more of those people. And when, this space was something that kind of found us in a sense. Like we had a mutual friend with the landlord who put us in touch, and that's how it kind of came to be. So I was able to like sort of apply this concept of it was something I wanted to accomplish, and was able to apply that to this space and, kind of make a space that would make people feel the way that song made me feel. I think what more than anything, my time in Armenia gave me an opportunity to find a sense of objective beauty in Armenian culture, right? Like, up until that point, what Armenia was, what Armenian culture is, how to interact with it, was all things that were like told to me or taught to me, you know? It's like, this is it. This is Armenian culture. You can celebrate it in these ways, you know?
These dates.
Yeah, like at a protest or at like, you know, and it's like, okay, sure, you know? And then when I was living in Armenia, I got to be Armenian when I went grocery shopping. I got to be Armenian when I was walking to work, you know? I got to feel what that felt like for the first time in my life, for the first time in generations of my family's history. Nobody's had that opportunity really, you know, for like an extended period of time to go live, work, integrate, you know. But once I felt that, I was able to take that feeling with me. And like, now when I go grocery shopping here, I still do that as an Armenian, you know, because it's just part of who I am, you know. But I just never knew what that felt like, so I couldn't experience it here. But living in Armenia gave me that, you know. And there's certain parts of the culture that I feel lucky to have access to, you know. And I want to be able to share that with people who don't, you know, because it's a rare thing. There's a lot of beauty, a lot of depth, a lot of culture to share. And like we live sort of amongst people who are starved for it. We're like this establishment is first and foremost like a live music venue. Like that's how we function. We have live music here every evening. And we try and like curate music that really sort of represents this city. But like through the lens of being Armenian, you know? So like there's certain other cultures and people that we are very much drawn to and whose music we really enjoy. Like, I mean, just this week alone, tonight we have a guitarist and a singer from Madagascar. Wow. Tomorrow we have an Algerian mandolin player. On Friday we have a local like soul R&B singer. On Saturday we have a collective of local jazz professors that play in a trio together. Two of the musicians are local. One is a Sudanese bassist. Wow. And then on Sunday we have two South Asian musicians who play tabla and guitar. It's beautiful, you know? So like there's a very wide range of cultures and backgrounds that come play here. What we look for is sort of people who are willing to represent their culture and that sound in a context that it necessarily hasn't been represented before, you know, and introduce it to audiences that wouldn't get to hear that music, you know. And so like you take a traditional sound and you combine it with an element that's more palatable to a wider audience. Mm-hmm. And when you bring these elements together, that traditional sound now reaches like a bunch of new people, you know. We try and get as many Armenian products as possible. Primarily, we have like a lot of Armenian juices that we use in our cocktails. It's been a little bit tough in the last little while to get stuff from Armenia over here, but we're working on getting a lot more, which is really exciting, like really, really exciting. But it's just like it's the best feeling to like come here and walk outside and see like groups of non-Armenians, you know, like enjoying a bowl of manta, like having a Gyumri beer, you know, like, and they love it. They really enjoy it. And so it's a pleasure to get to share that with them because I love it so much, you know. And so it's, and yeah, I mean, like there's so many places in the city where you can go get the food that belongs to different cultures, you know. And it's like, I feel like Armenian food should be a part of that. And I'm lucky to have a chef, Karin, who I work with, who has a local brunch spot in Toronto, across from OCAD University in the Grange. And yeah, she's been integral in helping me bring Armenian food in a context like this in a way that makes sense, with like dishes that make sense and things like that. You know, even just plating it in a way that's different, you know. So that's been a huge pleasure. And then we also have once a week Miran from Mama June in Scarborough. He does a pop-up here as well. So he brings his like flatbreads and manta, nice. which is really nice.
We're back. We're coming inside now, so you're going to tell us more.
Yeah, so a lot of our artwork and our logo were designed by David Setrakian, who's a local Armenian artist. he has been involved in like the local Toronto scene for a while now. He's a graffiti artist. He does his original compositions. He does shows all around the city. And yeah, we were really lucky to find David and to be able to work with David because he really understood our concept, was able to bring it to life. And in our logo, he's done something really cool where he's written the Oud and The Fuzz in English, but with Armenian letters. So if you read it in Armenian, it doesn't make sense because he's used the aesthetic of the Armenian letter to write in English. If you speak Armenian, it kind of hurts your head when you look at it for the first time. It's like, oh, okay, I see. But it's really cool. It adds another layer to like bringing our concept into the logo. And we commissioned 2 murals by David. This is the first one. It's just a scene of an Armenian landscape. There's like modern elements to it. There's traditional elements to it. And this is the other one over here, which is kind of like a party scene. Got an oud player there.
This fireplace, I know it's not really part of the... It's beautiful.
It's a cool fireplace. Yeah, this house is like over 100 years old.
Wow. I'm going to follow you. You have some merch here?
Yeah, we've got some merch. This is our wall of records. Just kind of like a lot of my influences. So yeah, there's a lot of classic like jazz and funk like Marvin Gaye, Sly Stone, Al Green, Quincy Jones, Betty Davis, but like also a lot of traditional Armenian records. John Berberian, Rosie Armen, some folklore stuff. Yeah. This is all of our loves in one place. This is our bar. This room is we call the Gyumri room. We've taken the orange and black colors from like the traditional architecture in Gyumri, and then I actually commissioned a photographer who's from Vanator. His name is Aren. And he went to Gyumri for me and snapped all these photos of aspects of the architecture and the streets and even some pieces of graffiti and things like that. So yeah, super cool to have these photos here.
I love Gyumri.
Yeah, me too. That city's really special.
Yeah.
Say hi to Alina.
Hi.
I guess we should show the bathroom. I think it's pretty cool.
Bathroom, yes.
This is our custom wallpaper. I think it speaks for itself.
Oh, there's a mirror. This is the logo. Oh, there's a mirror here too.
And yeah, this is our back patio. This is where we've been like primarily functioning. This is where we do all our live music. Unfortunately, we are in Canada, so things are about to get pretty cold. Yeah, we'll be opening up the inside in a couple weeks and just keeping things going.
And is this carpet?
This is my grandma's carpet. We set up our DJ equipment on here. This is our wall of pickles, all made by our wonderful chef Curating. There's some preserves here. Yeah, and all different types of pickles. This is pumpkin preserve. Yeah. So everybody, this is Alina.
Hi, how are you?
She's one of our amazing bartenders. And what are you making for us today, Alina?
I'm going to make a dirty Armenian martini. I'm going to make it extra dirty because that's the way I like it.
What's in it?
So we've got some vodka, we've got dry vermouth, and the homemade Armenian pickle juice by the incredible Curating, who is incredible and makes her own pickles, and the juice is always delicious, and I love it.
Yeah,
You have to try the pickles. The pickles, sometimes people just want like all pickles. They just want to eat pickles, and I love it. All right.
I'm on team pickles, so I don't mind it.
Pink is my favorite color, but that's not the only reason why I love this drink. It's a really good savory drink. But
Oh man.
can I reach the glasses?
It's right here.
Oh.
No, bottom. It's on the bottom.
There we go. Beautiful. Get some pickles on there. Gumats. There we go.
Oh yeah. Check that out.
My favorite.
Okay, time to try pickle juice. Fun fact about me that people don't know is usually at night I would just be like, oh, I want pickles. I would eat it from the jar and then I would drink the juice. So I have a feeling I would love this drink. What do you call this? This
Garnish?
garnish pickle?
Yes.
We use this with like most of the food in Armenian kitchens.
Oh,
so
that's like a turnip pickle.
turnip, not the turnip pickle. So we use this with a lot of food dishes that we make. So here we go. Oh my God, I would drink this with mujaddara. Yes, and then it would be perfect. It's like soury, but then you can taste the drink. It's refreshing. It's kind of like having a Bloody Mary, but not like really spicy or anything, more on the pickly side. Guys, we got fish. I'm gonna show you the fish and then we will taste the fish. I don't know what she's doing. What are you doing?
Putting the music on. There we go.
Okay. This is Elena. You guys know her from the videos. This is our fish. Hummus?
Yeah. Tahini sauce.
Tahini sauce. Red.
pepper.
I think it's red. Yeah, red pepper. Hummus, chickpeas, fish. It smells really good.
It looks really good.
Okay, we're gonna taste it.
Wow, what is this? Oh, bok choy? Ooh, bok choy. Yummy.
This tastes like home.
Right? Like when you eat at home, Mama
Yeah.
makes.
This is really good fish.
I'm gonna eat it with my hand.
Actually, yeah.
I'm gonna have some lemon. I think we can put some. I think we can put some tahini sauce.
Tahini? Okay.
Try it. I'm gonna try. These pickles, like the radish pickles, remind you of what?
Of the drink I just had.
Yes. Also olive. So you go and have food. Right?
So I was telling them when I tasted that drink that everything that I would have this pickle with, now I'm going to have that martini with it.
Wow. Yes. Oh yeah, our drinks are coming.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to try the
Oh yeah, with the fried bread.
fried bread. This is Shaunt. Shaunt Harame.
Sean, this is amazing. Wow. And I think if I'm not eat it, Lebanese eat it with fried bread.
Good. Oh, the fish. Yes, you're right. Yep.
Our drink.
This is hummus.
Yeah, that's hummus with beef maybe mixed.
I think it's red. There's red pepper hummus and then there's the beef baba.
This one.
Yeah, so this one
yeah.
is the peppery hummus. That one's the beef baba.
Amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm having apricot bourbon sour. It's with Armenian apricot juice, bourbon, and lemon juice. Cheers. Welcome to Toronto. Try to make the best of it. We're going through Armenia depression.
Welcome to pretending to be in Armenia.
Yeah. And cheers to Sean and the Fuzz.
Shaunt, cheers. Okay,
Okay, so this is the same one I was having before. I'm just taking a sip because I'm driving. Okay, we're gonna go continue eating. Let us know what you think so far.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Oud and The Fuzz. Thank you for coming out tonight. Just wanted to take a moment to introduce our band for tonight. We have for the first time playing at the Oud, Donny Roberts and his band. I'm very, very excited to have them here today. He plays with a deep, deep, deep sense of groove, and Toronto is definitely lucky to have Donny here. And I'm excited to see him in an environment like this. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for supporting local live music, small businesses. We really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Thank you for coming.
Hello everybody, good evening, and thank you very much for being here with us. And also thank you very much, Shaunt, for having us. It's a really great place. It's the first time I'm playing here, but I love it. So, thank you. How are you doing? All right? Doing all right? Yes? So, we mostly do music from Madagascar, the island of Madagascar, not the movie. So you might not understand the language. However, you never know. Since I've been playing, somewhere in like northern Alberta, and I was, saying the same thing, like it's music from Madagascar. So, and somebody actually was speaking the language. That was amazing. So I wouldn't be surprised if anyone from Madagascar here. If you have any question about Madagascar, again the island, feel free to ask. So we'll start this set with this song. It's called Endeavour. It's a kind of traditional Malagasy song. It goes like this.
some fun, drinks, food, music. What do you guys think? There's more music on the street. I told you guys, Kensington is the neighborhood where things just happen. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Love you so much. Bye.